Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new, welcome to my YouTube channel. And I just want to say hello to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope out in your area is better than where it is where I am. It's kind of a rainy day today. So I really didn't go take my walk. I was thinking about hiking today, but that got canceled. So there's always another day for that, like tomorrow's supposed to be better. So anyway, I hope maybe you were able to get out. I got out, but I didn't go hiking anywhere. But I hope you guys and girls were able to get out today somewhere in your area, or maybe you traveled somewhere to go get away. And anyway, I do want to reach out to all of you. Make sure you're being kind to yourself and others, and don't forget those furry friends and the not so furry friends. And also, before I get started, is you can like this video by giving it a thumbs up, and you could share it. I'll let you do that, and it's absolutely free. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. It doesn't cost anything, just in case. Some of you might not know about that. I do know not everybody goes on YouTube, so anyway, now the other thing is, if you do want to contact me, you can find me on Instagram, which is the best place. And you can find me there at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. So now I really want to reach out to you. I just made a video just before this was titled, Are You Jealous About Your Loved One? And so that was that title there. So this is a different topic, and I got different clothes on now. Everything's different. Yeah, now I got my star earrings. I have yeah, and my son got me. Isn't that beautiful? It's a beautiful star necklace. Yeah, and this background here, those lights came from my son too. I do have a beautiful rose here, which let me see, I'll show you the rose that my daughter got me for a birthday gift. Is a beautiful rose. Isn't that sweet of her? And that lights up. It doesn't, sorry about that, is I wanted to have it here, but there's not enough space, and it didn't really show up lit up anyway. So I do have beautiful kids. I do. I wouldn't trade them for anybody else's kids. I love them so much. They mean the world to me. But that's not the topic. Really, my kids were my little, like, God sent them to me. Really, universe really did. They saved my life, really, by having them. Kind of like my twin flame in a way. It's kind of funny how the universe sends people your way, and that it helps you to work on yourself. So that's what it was like for my kids. In order for me to love my kids and take care of them and do a good job as a mom, I had to learn how to take care of myself in order for me to take care of them. So it was a beautiful thing, having babies, I wanted more. But anyway, today I really wanted to talk to you, not about babies and kids, because I could go on forever on that. So today I wanted to talk to you about the universe. And this is one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to start a YouTube channel, besides the title for my banner, Be the Change That You Want to See in the World. The other thing was to let you know what I discovered, that the universe has been guiding me. I didn't know this. Long time ago, I used to study my dreams, but I didn't know that the universe was, giving me those dreams. Like, if you, I did have a video, you might want to check it out, is Are You Searching for Guidance? And if you're going to check that out, that's about the universe and the archangels. Is also, I made a video about how to study have a dream journal, actually how to have a dream journal. And which I have right now. My notebook is not by my bed because I have to still work on studying it still. I'm a little behind, but anyway. So yes, the universe will guide you, using the archangels, like I said in the other video with numbers, and I've been getting hit so hard with numbers. It's amazing. Some days I'm like, really? I told a very special friend, I'm like, wow, the one morning I woke up, I got 10, 10, 11, 11. I was so happy. Woo. Then 12, 12, 1, 1, 1. And I was laughing. I'm like, huh, wonder if I'm going to get the 222 today. So then I left my house. I had to go get gas. I always like to have my gas full. I don't, once it gets half empty, I'm like, we got to get more gas. And so I went to the gas station, and would you believe the car that was parked in front of me at the gas pump? They had 222 right on their license plate, and it skipped 333, and it went to 444 or 555, one of those two. But that was amazing. So, and then after that, I was getting the 333 a lot, and recently I was getting 777, like not on my, that's amazing though to get 777, because it doesn't come up on your, unless you have the digital clock for the military time and all that stuff, which I had a clock like that. I just couldn't figure out how to set that baby up. But, you'd have to, that would have been really cool. Then I would have gotten all those other numbers in my house, so you might want to get one of those and set it up just to have it, if you're really good at telling time with those. I know how to do it. It's just that, it's easy to have my regular digital. That way I don't get confused. I'll be counting on my fingers, figuring out, oh, okay, it's that time now. So anyway, the universe does. It's amazing. It could be numbers, sometimes on your receipt, when you go shopping. I actually had something that costed 77 cents. It was like, oh my, should I play the lotto right now? But I did. I recently got 777, and that was on, like 3 different times on people's license plate. My daughter was with me at the one time. I was like, ha ha. When my daughter was only with me on the weekend, and it was amazing, all the numbers that were popping up when she was at my house, so she knows about the numbers. She had them before. So, and the other thing is dreams. I'm so huge in the dreams. Sometimes it's very tiresome at nighttime, though, to do this. Not just anybody can do this at nighttime. And I got to pick on the guys out there. Sorry, guys, I got to pick on you. But throughout my life, that I don't know I'm wondering what it is like from doctors, what they say. But to me, I know how I sleep, but I'm a light sleeper. If there's something going on, I'm going to be quick to wake up kind of type. And but I wonder, like, who's the more sound sleeper? Is it men or women? I wonder what they say about that, where I've noticed in my lifetime, like with, I hate to say this, but guys I dated, I'm like, they knocked out cold. I'm the one tossing and turning all night, and they're boom, knocked out, no problem there sleeping. But now my daughter, on the other hand, she knocks out cold. I mean, when boom, she's out, so it is something how, but I always wondered, do the men, it's almost like maybe the girls are more the worry warriors, like the worrying about this or thinking about that, than the men. I don't know. It just always makes me wonder. I'll be in my bed tonight wondering, no, not really. Now I'm only really, a lot of times when I'm in my bed, I'm thinking about you guys. I'm thinking, what is my next video going to be about? The universe. So, or I'm thinking about my twin flame. He has a way of driving me crazy, but in a good way. So, anyway, with the universe, you might not know this, is that I just realized this today. I knew it, but it's like kind of funny how this happens, where the universe loves to test you, like you might not even be aware that you're even being tested. That's the funny part. Not really at the time. I mean, until later on it hits you, like, that's what that's all about. I'm being tested. I'm like, wonder why is this going on? How come I got hit so hard, like with this or that or whatever. And then I'm like, oh, that's right. I had a dream one night, and it said that I was going to be tested, or I got a message from a YouTuber, saying that you're going to be tested, like And, that could have been a month ago, and, where you kind of forget, oh yeah, I'm being tested right now. That's what this is all about, to see, you might desire to have something in your life, like a relationship maybe. And, the universe is like, oh, you really do. You really, how bad do you want it? Like, what are you willing to do? How much are you going to willing to put up with it? Like put up with different things, like, do you really still want it? Like, so it is something how the universe will do things or cause things to happen, like in a love relationship where maybe both of you are being affected, and now you're kind of upset with each other, or one could be confused. What the heck did I do? The one might know exactly what you did, where you might be kind of in the clouds somewhere, like, how did this happen? Like, apparently I stepped on somebody's toes, but I don't even know what I did. And then I had to done something wrong, but I really don't remember. Now I got to like study and figure out, what did I do last couple days, or did I do something yesterday that got him mad, or, and then you're like, so a lot of questions go in your mind trying to figure this out. And then, you might actually get hurt, like your heart space might get really hurt by somebody, and it could have been by an accident again, like, like, how many times is this going to happen, kind of deal, where, sometimes people don't do very good when they get hurt. They want to revenge on you, where then you're like, why are you doing this to me? So, and then it might be the universe has just tested you both out to, like, oh, you both love each other. Okay. Everything's, it's like you're on your honeymoon, have you ever had a honeymoon and it went sour? I don't know. There's probably stories about that where everything is so sweet. And not that you had sex at all, not even a kiss, but you're on your honeymoon. It feels like a honeymoon. And you're at the love stage, and then bam, like out of the blue, something knocks you over. And it's like, what the heck? Where'd that come from? But, that's the universe could be testing you out, like, what about like other things with, let's see, what other things the universe tests me out on, besides relationships is, maybe I desire to have a position, like for a job, like, or, I am abundant and I am rich, but, like, really, how, like, how bad do you want that? Do you really desire to be abundant and rich, even though you are, what are you willing to go through? What are you willing to, like, even, like in a relationship, what are you willing to sacrifice for that? Like, you want to save the world. What are you willing to do to save the planet? Like, it's a, you do have to sacrifice in order to, get those desires that you have. A lot of people think that, like, God, is like a genie. I wish I had one of those little lanterns here. I'm looking around. Oh, I'll just use this real quick. It's not a, and we'll just act like we'll rub it, for, to see that genie come out, and there's, you can, this is my incense holder, but you're going to rub it and make a wish for that genie to pop out, and boom, the genie comes out, and he's like, your wish is my command. And you're like, you can make 3 wishes. And you're like, ooh, okay. I learned this from my brother. All right. I wish I can have 1,000,000 wishes. Okay. So that's what my brother, he's always thinking. So yeah, I'm going to have 1,000,000 more wishes. That's only one wish, right? So yeah, it's kind of funny. So now I can make all these wishes where, boom, there's your 1,000,000 wishes, like, or, oh, what's your next wish? Let me see. I want to be in a higher relationship with somebody. I desire to be in love for eternity. Oh, okay. Boom, there it is. It doesn't happen like that in reality, really. Like, you desire to have things, but, it takes a lot of work. What's your third wish? Let's see, my third wish. that there would be peace on planet Earth for all humankind, that there's no such thing as race anymore, that we're all one big family. We all get along great. Boom! There it is. That would be a heck of a wish, for peace on Earth. Where, like the war is an illusion anyway, but that wouldn't people wouldn't be deceived thinking that there is a war and all these poor kids getting sent out to a war that doesn't exist. Where it's all an illusion, like time is an illusion. This is all an illusion. So, like I definitely would never send my babies out to, like a war, even if it was a real war, like I definitely wouldn't, so it is something how the universe will, test you. You want something so bad. What are you willing? I actually had somebody who said, oh, I love you. You know what I said? Prove it. You love, and I had somebody say that to me before. Oh, I love you. Prove it. I hope I'm proving it. I've been working hard on this one, so anyway, I do love all of you. And, just to think that, like you might be going through some stuff, you, don't take, and it's hard for me to, it's easy for me to say this because I go through some stuff, like I do. I'll tell you let me see. I think COVID really kicked my butt, and it's been a really a heck of a ride. My whole life has been a heck of a ride, the ups and downs in life. I've had a lot of horrible stuff happen from before I was born all the way up until now, but I have to say, since really things have started looking up way better, before, COVID, but really at COVID point, that was like a spot right there. That was not the G spot, but that was a spot that was a time out there that, wow, that really flipped everything upside down in my world. I was going, the wrong way. I was going that way. And, I thought it was all the right thing. I thought I was happy at that time. Everything I thought was going great. I had a special friend. My business was the high peak. And, I thought I could never be happier. And, where now I realize that was not for my greatest good. Not at all. It was not. I'm sorry. I just threw up on I had to clean that baby up later. I got my carpet cleaner. Don't worry. We're the cleaner, So anyway, yeah, so you might be having a hard time with relationships. I know when COVID came, wow, talk about, imagine they probably, I wonder, they should have a movie, really somebody, I don't know how, I don't watch even TV anymore. Do they even have a movie of the COVID, of all the destruction that happened? But, it's got to be, I'm surprised that they didn't have one, if they don't have one, like a COVID movie of, how these relationships and people's lives, like how that, like how it destroyed some people that thought they were in love, and they weren't even in love at the time, but the universe came along and, and then it's like, ugh, why am I with you? And why am I with you? Where you get two people and their family, and then, all these kids, and their parents, they all had to stay together in the house, where the husband and wife couldn't go and get away, like normally, a lot of guys or even women, they want to get out of the house. There's some guys that they'll be willing to work overtime. Do you have any overtime? I just need to get away from my wife and kids. All right, yes. I'll just tell her that I want to make more money. Where, in the reality, like a lot of things, even companies that, mine got hit bad, so all of that, like even though it was a horrible thing that happened, really it wasn't all that bad because, I seen some bright things, like about it is that, as me being a cleaner at that time, I was like, wow, people were cleaning. I know because I went to the store to get my cleaning supplies. And the shelves were bare. I was like, oh my stuff that I normally get is not even here anymore. I actually had to go to a Dollar Tree and get the cheapy stuff that, You know, a lot of times those spray bottles don't even work right. You know, it's watered down bleach, you know, where this other stuff is better, you know, kills germs and stuff. And, you know, so I did notice that, you know, people were cleaning a lot. And I was like, yeah, I like that part, you know, clean up, clean that house, clean those germs. La la la, yeah, just keep cleaning. I actually like that part because I wanted people to clean their houses better, you know. I'm a cleaner, you know, so it can be scary sometimes when I have like a new client and I got to go in their house, and sometimes people might warn me on the phone because they get a little nervous about me coming. They're like, "Don't mind my house, you know, like it's a mess." Well, that's why you're hiring me. You're hiring me because that you need help. I'm the cleaning fairy. I'll just come and use my little magic wand and poof, it's all clean. You'll be all good. So yeah, it is kind of weird how COVID had a way of changing people's lives. You know, a lot of people probably broke up, or you know, like maybe men went out and maybe women went out and cheated on their spouse. You know, and then there was some people, they were afraid. You know, maybe they loved having sex and you know never even thought about you know the safety of not using a condom. You know, but now when COVID came, they're like, nah, you know. I don't even want to have sex with you. You know, I'm more afraid of COVID. You know what? I am good. I really don't even want to have sex right now, even though I don't use protection. I'm more afraid of COVID. You know, like you know, it's kind of all kinds of weird things that could have happened with people with the COVID and stuff. You know, it could get people to love their families better and be there for them, you know, like saying, oh, my family's sick of COVID. You know, that's what I realized when my kids were younger is if you're not paying attention to your kids, really, I'm serious, even your loved ones, something bad could happen to them. And, you know, it's because they weren't even getting the attention that they needed in the first place. You know, so it's the way the universe sometimes works. It says, hey, you're not, you know, you're neglecting your kids. You're ignoring your husband, or you're ignoring your wife, or you're not being there for your loved ones where bad things can happen. And then you're like, and then now you're there for them because something bad happened where you weren't even there spending any time before with them. But now you're like, and then it gets you thinking, man, and it gets you really respecting those people and know how, you know, like appreciative you are of them, and realizing, man, when you're sick, the house is a mess. You know, I can't keep up with all the work you were doing, you know, and it makes you really get closer to that person, you know. And it is sad that, you know, sometimes people will lose somebody, you know, over something like that because maybe they were neglecting them, maybe they were rude, maybe they were treating them bad, and then, you know, like they get taken out of their life, and then they're all on their own, and then they got to sit there and think of how they treated them, were they even there, what kind of words did they, you know, that's going to go in the back of their mind, you know, like a nightmare in their head, like all the stuff that they said that wasn't nice, or how they treated him, or what they did to him, or whatever, if they were abusive or not, you know. So it is something how the universe can really do stuff, you know, like where in the Bible it says like it's okay to test people, and I've been tested a lot. I'm telling you, you know, I don't go and test other people out. I don't have it in me to just do something purposely to, you know, to test them out. I wish I could, but I really, I don't have it in me to do that. You know, like I guess I have so much love inside of me that now I would test people out like when it comes to like people that are strangers, like maybe leave money around, you know, like maybe to leave money in my car. Sorry. You know, like, because I did have relatives before. I'm like, hey, you know, I'll just leave that $5 bill there, see if anybody takes it, you know, something like that I could deal with. But when it comes to a relationship, I really, you know, like, it's good to test people out, test them out, say, hey, you know, like, hey, hang out with my friend Sherry, you know, let Sherry and your boyfriend or husband or whatever go out, you know, eat dinner together. Now, I'll tell you, that's a scary one. You're like, please do not sleep with each other. You know, like it could backfire. You'd be like, they flunked that test, you know, where you do want to test each other to see how they're going to be. Or, you know, I've actually heard stories where maybe a girl will actually have one of her girlfriends trying to flirt with her boyfriend to see if he'll take the bait, you know. Would you do something like that? Would you just kind of like set something up like that to just see if they're going to take the bait? And is your man strong enough? Your girlfriend's a pretty girl, and it's like, would your husband pass that test to say, yeah, just go there, babysit the kids, flirt with my husband a little bit, but don't do anything, like, see if he'll like, flirt with you back, or, like send him a message on the, like, on a text message, send him a nice juicy one. See if he's going to flirt with you back, a little bit of stuff, just to see how they're going to respond. So there's nothing wrong with testing. The key is that you want to be honest, though. You don't want to be lying about stuff, So if you can test people out, which I know some of you are really good at testing, like testy 1, 2. So yeah, there's some of you that are really good at testing, like, or like, wonder if she'll pass this test. Well, guess what? I did. I passed that test. Got any more? I say that laughingly, and then later on I'll be getting hit with like, oh no, is this another test? Where I know in school I wasn't really good at tests, not at all. You ought to see my report card, I was lucky to get a B. So it is funny that we are being tested throughout our whole life, one way or another. It starts off with school. I really had a hard time with history, really. It really aggravated the heck out of me, like they're, they had a bunch of lies in the history books, and even if you were right about the answer, it would be wrong because the history book said something else and you had to go along with the history book. But you're like, maybe I can make up, maybe it had A, B, C, and D to pick from, and you could kind of put E down there and say this is the truth, bing, and then it would be wrong, like so anyway, I do love all of you, and the universe does. The universe and the archangels, they're out there all the time. The archangels are always trying to get our attention. And today, like I was tested. It started first thing this morning as I'm like eating my breakfast. There's like, and my food just kind of fell out of my mouth. Like I got hit hard, and that wasn't the first time. The first one was a knocker, it was like eating my food. No, at that time I wasn't eating my food. I was kind of running a little late for work, and then, like out of nowhere I got hit, like, wow, where'd that come from? So I laugh now, but it wasn't funny then, so I'm still alive. I will learn my lessons eventually, like of not repeating the same mistakes. The universe, sometimes that will happen, and sometimes we do something wrong, and then we have to relive it again, until we get that lesson corrected. So universe, I am so sorry. I realize what I did. Something, I haven't really figured it out, but I know I did something wrong. It's like, what? I don't know where it was. I don't know where I did it. What happened? I don't even understand, but I know I did something wrong. That it's a deja vu moment. This happened before. It happened again. Hopefully not the third time, like 3 strikes you're out, like, I am so sorry. Life is funny sometimes, hit you with some knockers. I wish I had some of those boxing gloves. I actually was using a pair of those one time, and I was just having fun with those things, just trying. They actually hit your face pretty hard, those babies. I was going to swear somebody did. They freaking hit me right in the face. I'm like, what are you trying to do? Hurt me here? I thought we were just having fun. Let me hit you, man. I'll give you a pop. Jeepers. This is what happened to my nose. So anyway, I'm so sorry. You gotta laugh at yourself. But anyway, I do. I love all of you. And, you might be getting tested right now. So I'll have to do a really deep meditation again tonight. Last night I had one, and got hit with something that last night. I'm like, wham, bam. I was on the honeymoon too long. Was that what it was? The honeymoon was going so great. It's like, bam, out of the blue. But yeah, it is interesting how things can hit you out of nowhere, like They say to always be on guard. Well, I have to say I didn't have my shield up, you know. I got to get that baby, the shield of no, that's a shield of faith. But anyway, I do love you. And I'm sorry I'm being so silly on this video. But this is who I am. I'm like, you know, sometimes I'd be, you know, beat up and I gotta get back up and start laughing about it, you know. And that was this morning. Tomorrow's another day, right? So anyway, I do love all of you. All of you are so beautiful, and you know, I actually love telling people that out in public. They actually, it's so funny. It's funny when that happens. When people, I love complimenting people out in public. I actually told a man of color today, he had these bright red shoes, and you know, those babies look nice. And I mean, where do you ever get to see red shoes? You know, red sneakers. And I'm like, I like the red color. So I did, you know, like, I surprised him, like, really, you like my red shoes? You know, like, yeah, I do. I love those red shoes, sneakers. But anyway, I love all of you, and you can give this video a thumbs up, and also you could share it. You could subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing. And I won't charge you either. I'll let you do it for free. And if you want to get in touch with me, you can get in touch with me at Instagram at 1995 Starlight or on Facebook at Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. I love all of you. You enjoy the rest of your day. This is Starlight. Love and light. Peace.